Welcome, welcome, welcome to my crazy Pilates life. This is going to be my first live stream. I'm just going to say it right now. I don't have a fancy intro. I don't have a fancy outro. All I know is that today we're going to be working on our Clara Step Barrel Lite and our Pilates Arc. I would encourage you to visit my blog at mycrazypilateslife.com/blog. And there I have a link to all the props and apparatuses, or Pilates equipment as we call it, to purchase one. Let's get a mat as well, because we will be needing a mat. I got my handheld weights. I also wanted to introduce you to Clara Lite. So this was originally a step barrel, but they made it into what's called the Clara Step Barrel Lite, which is also made out of dense foam, medical grade foam. And this is just a nice, affordable way of getting into the work here. So we'll begin with the Clara Barrel Lite. We're sitting right at the lip. My feet are going to be in a second position. Arms are in front, long. If this is too much for you, you can simply put the weight down and just bring your arms out to the side. Looking far into the horizon, sitting sharply on those sit bones. We want to inhale and exhale. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale. Bringing that belly deep into the spine, feeling taller each time with the exhale. Let's do 3 more. We want a soft micro bend of the elbow. Last breath. Now, since we're sitting in a neutral position, we're going to move from a posterior back to neutral into an anterior tilt of the pelvis. So here we go. Inhale, feeling tall. Exhale, engage the glutes gently. Pull the abdominals in and start rounding the low back towards the barrel. Hold. We're not really going to touch because depending on your flexibility, most people won't be able to touch their low back to the barrel. Coming back to center, and then I want you to sit in front of the sit bones. That's an anterior tilt. Coming back up tall on those sit bones, rounding back, pull that navel in, gentle scoop, hold, coming back to center, and then from here, coming forward in front of those sit bones. Let's do 1 more here. Rounding back. See if you can come back a little bit farther this time with the low back. Don't fall off those sit bones. And then you're going to come back up to center or neutral. And then you're going to come into an anterior tilt. Good. We're going into the well now. So we're placing our hands by the side. Coming all the way now into the well of the barrel. Changing my foot position here. Bringing my legs together. The legs are married and I'm sitting up tall. Let's start with our hands behind the head. So we're lightly clasping the hands together. We're making this hammock shape for our head. And we want to be able to see our elbows. So if you're out here too much, you want to bend the elbows slightly in towards the face so that you can see your tips of your elbows. So we're sitting up tall to begin. Inhale. Exhale, I want you to start pulling the navel in. Keep the hips heavy into the well as you start rolling the upper back over the barrel. Be gentle with yourself. The first one is always a little bit interesting. Inhale as your farthest can go. Exhale, knit the ribs down towards the pelvis and roll back up. As soon as you're up over those sit bones, I want you to sit up even taller. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, roll back. Maybe come back a little farther this time. Take a big stretch here. Beautiful chest stretch. Don't lose the abdominal connection though. As you exhale, pull the chin to chest, pull the belly in, and allow your belly to lead the roll up. Let's do that 2 more times with flow. Inhale, exhale, roll back. Last one here before we move on to the next variation. Inhale and exhale. As soon as you're back here, we're gonna go into a rotation. So inhale, exhale, rotate the torso, sending the rib to opposite hip. Good, and then roll back down on that side. Inhale, centering up at the back. Exhale, rotate the torso to the other side now, sending that rib to opposite hip. Roll back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're coming back through the center to prepare for the next variation. Last one for today, arm sweeps low. I like to do this with my handheld weights here. Inhale, feeling tall and lifted. Exhale, I want you to roll back, but this time rotate the torso away and bring the arm out to the side. Take a sniff of air. Exhale, roll back up, feeling tall and lifted. Now we're getting the arms involved. Inhale. Exhale, getting those side obliques. Inhale to that. Exhale, roll back forward. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale the back. And exhale. Last set. And last one. Wonderful. Place the weights down. I like to go into a position called, or an exercise called the reach. You need a lot of abdominal strength in order to feel the stretch. And I like a little bit of momentum because this is a resistance slip mat and it's a little bit tricky. So here's the deal. I like to place my mat a little bit behind me to allow my legs to slide. Again, you can use those handheld weights. I'll demonstrate without it and then I'll go into it. So finding a leg position that works for you. Let's do parallel. Legs are separated though. Inhale to prepare, feeling tall and lifted. Exhale, you're gonna roll down as you did with the well abdominal series. But this time I want you to coordinate your arms and legs to send away from the center of the body. Feeling that stretch, my hips are lifted up from the well. Circling the arms back and around, bringing my chin to chest. Sink those hips down into the well and roll back up again. Inhale, exhale. Let's reverse the arm circle, shall we? Inhale, exhale. Last set. Wonderful. Let's get into our hundreds, shall we? Hundreds is another beginning move. I like doing it on the Clara Barrel because it puts your position right in place. You got to move those sit bones down a little bit towards this lip. Basically, you want to have the low back contacted with the barrel the entire time. Good. This is the start position. This is a modified position. So we're going to begin this way. So we're in a nice tabletop. Belly is pulled in. Our legs are going to stay into tabletop. Our arms are reaching long, as if you were going to reach something towards you. Inhale to prepare. And exhale, pulse for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You want to make it for an intermediate version? Lift the legs up towards the sky. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Making it a little harder, you want to bring the legs down, a little bit down towards you. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Bring the knees in. I'm getting ready for our vacation series. Here we go. We're going to start off with single leg stretch. And these are a series of abdominals exercises found within the mat repertoire that we are doing the same thing now on the barrel. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, send the right leg away. Bring the opposite hand to top of the knee. Outside hand to the outside ankle. Leaving this leg where it is in the peripheral of your vision. You're going to inhale, gently pull the knee in towards the chest. Exhale, switch. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Last set. Both knees in together for double leg stretch. Exhale here. Inhale to extend the arms and legs away, getting into that back extension. Exhale, drive the knees in, using the low abdominals to pull you back in to start. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale. Single straight leg stretch is the next exercise. We're going to be straightening one leg away, lengthening the other leg towards the ceiling. Hands can either be behind the thigh or above the knee, but not behind the knee. Inhale, pulling the leg towards the forehead for 2 breaths. Exhale, switch. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Elbows are bent out to the side. Chest is staying nice and open, neck is long. The low back is in contact with the barrel, and we're using those abdominals as we lengthen the legs away from the center of the body. Last set. Exhale. Good. Double straight leg stretch. Again, bring your hands behind the head. Elbows are bent to the side. Good. Inhale, straightening both legs toward the ceiling. Exhale to drive the legs down. Inhale to pull them back up. Last one here, bending those knees for the last version of crisscross. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, rotate the torso and bring the right elbow to left knee. And then switch. Bring your knees in, bring the legs down. You deserve a nice big stretch. Go ahead and bring your back over the barrel if this feels good to you. And exhale, pull the belly in and roll back up to sitting. I like to just bring out my legs, walk my hands out to get a bigger back stretch. Inhale, coming up. And we're going to stand up down. I'm going to get a drink of coffee real quick. And I'm going to begin with doing some push-ups. Heels together, toes apart. Press the feet of the weight of the body into those 3 hot spots of feet. Inhale, raising the arms out to the side. Inhale, rolling down, keeping the weight of the body over those feet, keeping those sit bones facing down towards the floor as much as possible. Inhale, rolling over as much as your hamstrings will allow. Pull the belly in and start stacking the spine up tall. Inhale. Exhale. From here, you're going to walk your hands up to the top of the back of the barrel. Place your hands securely. Walk your legs out. I'm in a nice plank position here. Good. One long line from head to feet. I'm going to bend my elbows towards the side of my waist, leading with the chest. Two more. Last one. Good. Coming down onto those knees. Coming into child's pose. Stacking up tall again. Good. Let's get into some prone positions. Preparing for swan. This time we're going to move the pelvis a little bit forward. Idea is to dive, keeping that rocker shape horse look. That's enough for me. I'm coming back into child's pose. Coming up, moving the Clara barrel away, and hang it back up. Keep my studio clean. See how easy that is? Barrel goes away. This is a much more gradual shape. This is used for more of a group class setting. For this particular exercise, so from here, I'm gonna bring the barrel closer to the front of the mat. There's different ways of mounting. I'm starting off sitting in the back of the barrel. This is the low slope side. And I'm gonna bring my glutes really close to the back of the barrel. Even so, just right there. Because what I want enough room for my upper back and head to be on the mat comfortably. Now, we're gonna bring our arms down, our feet are gonna be on top of the barrel. And we're gonna do this wiggle until I can start feeling these barrel ribs on the side of the barrel with my hands. Okay, as soon as I get this feeling, I'm gonna press my feet into the barrel and I'm gonna pop myself up. And I'm just gonna shoulder walk, just a little bit. This is actually really important to still be able to shoulder walk, such a functional movement. I am placing the low back on the barrel. There should be no tension in the head, neck, and shoulder at all. See my low back? Nicely supported by this wonderful arc. We'll begin with the hip mobility series. So my arms are engaged, my legs are long. Good. We're gonna begin with bookends. Pointing the toes towards the sky. We're gonna open the legs, open, as if you were opening a big book. Flex the heels on the bottom and drive the legs back in. Again, point, split, flex, drive the legs back together again. Bookends is an adductor, strengthener, and lengthener. What are the adductors? The adductors are the inner thighs. Let's do one more here. Point, split, flex, drive the legs back together again. For scissors, pointing the scissors, let's do heels together, toes apart. Let's work a little bit on that external rotation of the hip. From here, we're gonna split the sky like scissors. We're gonna split and split, keeping that external rotation at the hip. Working a little bit differently now. So the leg that's going above my head is getting a big hamstring stretch. The leg that's traveling low towards the step is getting a psoas stretch, hip extensor stretch, and switch. Hamstring stretch, hip flexor, switch, psoas, hip extensor. Good. Split, 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 and split. Bring the legs back together again for circles. Inhale to split, circle the legs down, exhale to come back up again. So the low back does not come off. The abdominals are working hard as the legs travel away to the center. One more here before we reverse. Coming up tall, press down, split, circle around, and meet at the top. Last one here. Hold it here for helicopter. We're gonna split the legs for 1, 2, circle the legs away from each other. Split, split, circle the legs away and hold. Split, split. Last one. Good. Bring the knees together for rolling in and out. This is a reverse abdominal curl. This is getting into the inversion exercises here. So engaging those abdominals, the arms are lengthened and they're working here. Exhale to engage the abdominals, roll the low back off the barrel and bring the knees in towards the forehead, and then inhale to control the roll back down. So it's an exhale. Last one. Good. We're gonna get into bridge. Low bridge is a little advanced. We're gonna just do straight bridge. So this time, since this barrel is so light, I'm just gonna move it away from us. We're gonna crank it up and down. Good. Good. So now, the feet are nicely propped up on the top of the apex of the barrel. The arms are down by the side. Here, we're gonna work on our bridge. We're gonna inhale to prepare, pressing the feet evenly into the barrel. The arms are working, they're pressing into the earth, and you're gonna tuck the tailbone, and you're gonna roll back up into a hot bridge. Inhale at the top, exhale, roll back down with control. Inhale. You see how I'm anteriorly tilting my pelvis? Come back to center or neutral. Continue to tuck the tailbone, press the feet into the barrel. Tuck, 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 tuck. There should be one long line from the knee to the shoulder. Inhale at the top. Exhale, untuck the tailbone, like keep curling, melting the heart, the mid back, the low back, the sacrum. And again, one more here. I like to actually come anteriorly tilt at the bottom, if you have that flexibility. Come back to that neutral spine. Tuck the tailbone and press up again. This time I want you to hold that back bridge. Inhale, float one leg off the barrel into a tabletop. And bring it back down. Transferring the weight to this leg. You're going to be balancing on the shoulders here. And come back down. One more here. Last one. Hold it at the top and pulse. And roll back down. Good. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice rock on the low back to release any tension. Here, so let me move this to the side. Let's get into some of that scapulohumeral rhythm, right, for shoulder mobility. Stacking the legs, stacking the arms. Inhale to trace the arm forward. Exhale to start tracing the hand on the floor, up overhead, as much as you can. This is a range that's different for everybody. I'm gonna rotate the torso to look at that hand, bend the elbow, trace the hand back towards start position. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Arms out to the side, knees are bent in a wide position. And here I'm just going to bring one hip down and rotate. So we're just rotating at the torso. Hips are moving. And you'll notice if you have better movement on one side of the body than the other, but practicing these daily is really helpful, including the pinwheel that we just did. So if you want to add here, as you knock the knees over, extend the gaze to the opposite direction. Center, knock the knees over towards you as I extend my gaze towards the wall. Last one. Good, coming back to center, come on to the side, stack your hands, stack your hips, stack your knees. Inhale to prepare, exhale, trace the hand forward and circle the arm up and over the head. Keep that hand as close to the mat as possible. Rotating the torso to look at that hand extending the way. Bend the elbow, trace the hand back along the clavicle, down the upper arm to start position. Again. All right. These are wonderful to practice daily. Look at how I'm going to get up. Placing my top hand in front of me. I'm going to press that hand into the earth and I'm going to press up. Woo! Sorry that my back is towards you. Coming back in. Getting that Pilates Arc again. We're going to do the side leg series. We're almost done for today. Now I'm going to be sitting with my hip in the center of the barrel. This hand is going to come down. This leg is going to be straight in front. Let's start off with a mermaid stretch, shall we? So we're going to inhale. Bring this hand, grab the top hand, and gently pull yourself away, getting a big stretch on the side of the waist. Stretching the intercostals of the rib cage, very important. From here, placing the hands behind the head, we're going to come up into a side sit-up. So, working on true lateral flexion here. So we're working the front and back muscles to keep in a true lateral line here. Love the barrel for this. Inhale to prepare. So you're pressing those hands into the hand to feel one long line from the head to the foot. Exhale to press the lower rib into the barrel. And you're going to do a side sit-up, and then you're going to come back down. It's a small side sit-up. Imagine you're leading with the head up. Last one. Good. Let's come all the way up now, shall we? Inhale to prepare. Exhale to come up. Keep pressing that hip forward as you counter stretch. For mermaid, inhale. Exhale, side hinge, bringing that low rib, side rib down. Inhale. And exhale. Last one here. Inhale. Lateral shift of the ribs. Controlling that side bend. Bring that upper arm up, head in line with the spine, pulling the side of the waist to pull you up and counter stretch. Good. Come down to the side leg series. Great way to do side leg series. The bottom hand is supporting the head. This top hand is holding the rib. Pull this hand up towards you to open that chest. Long neck. Bring that leg in alignment with the hip. Do not pass this. I want the leg here. Starting and stopping there. We're going to inhale, lift, and exhale down. If this is too much from you, bring the leg out to the side from you a little bit. Externally rotate from there. Bring that leg up and down. That might be a little easier. Get a little bit more range. Last one. And hold for circles for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Bring that leg down, pressing up. Let's just do a little side stretch. Sitting on top of the barrel, preferably on top of the lip. Legs shoulder width apart. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, roll forward for spine stretch. And coming up tall again. So we're stretching the mid and upper back, getting those scapulas to glide along the back of the rib cage, and then come back down. One more here. Bring the arms down. I'm going to bend my knees, and I'm going to switch the arch so that you can see me on the other side. So we have two sides. We have to do both sides. Trust me, if you're going to work on this set of exercises, you're going to feel much more balanced, and you're going to feel much more successful in just your sport, your workout routine, your daily life. So again, let's talk about alignment on the barrel. This hip, see this hip? I am pointing this hip in the center of the barrel. So I don't want to sit all the way in the back, and I don't want to sit all the way in the front. I want to sit right in the middle. Extending this leg long, coming down. Let's get into that nice little mermaid side stretch here. Getting the bottom hand to pull the top hand up and away, getting deeper into that stretch. I'm really trying hard to stay right on my lateral side. I don't want to be rotated. I don't want my hip to be back. I don't want my hip to be forward. I want to really try to keep on the side to ensure that both the front and back abdominals are working together. Period. All right, hands behind the head. We're going to do that side sit-up. Press that head into those hands to get a nice lateral start position. Exhale to engage the side ribs. Press those under ribs into that barrel as you come up, and then control back down. So exhale. So it's just a slight lateral flexion in this upper part of the waist, of the side. Great for obliques. You're really just getting in there. I love the support of the arc. It just gets me so in perfect position to work the most efficiently as possible, holding it here. Let's go into that side mermaid. Inhale. Exhale, the head travels up, so I'm nice and aligned. I'm gonna press that side rib into the arc, and I'm going to counter stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Control the side of the waist. That's hard. Inhale. Exhale. If this is too much for you, then hold it here. So let's just try it. I know we didn't do it on the other side, but here. Those arms are the hardest position. This is a moderate position. So let's do it together. And then you release to counter stretch. Drive the arms back in. Control the side of the waist. Keep pressing that top hip forward. Inhale here. Exhale, drive that lower rib cage into the barrel as you press that hip forward to come up all the way. And counter stretch. Ding. Good. I like to just bend my knee in just to kind of just do one more little stretches here.